Hello YouTubers, this is the one and only EMD SD14R coming to you live from PA. How's everybody's day going? I hope it's going good. It's sunny out. Birds are singing all about. People are in the pool swimming here in a to and fro. You know, they're putting on a show. But anyway, the only show I'm putting on today is on this Memorial Day weekend is titled my prototype collection. As you can see, all these pieces of equipment here are my prototype locomotives that I have custom made and built, or custom cars I've made and built. And they're actually in chronological order from, well, not exactly chronological order. Like from here to here it's in chronological order. But I just put the other cars over there just because. But let's start. First, this was my first semi-kit bash, I should say. It's actually a Bessamer in Lake Erie SD7 number 455. It's actually called an SD7R now, and the reason because it has an extra fuel tank here. And let me take this shell off so you guys can look. I added the air tanks on the underside of the shell, on the other side of the frame here, on both sides. Union Pacific did something similar with rebuilding their SD24s. And then here's my SD9 Southern Pacific Black Widow. It's not modified, but I thought it's a cool locomotive to, you know, be up here. It is, you know, a little bit custom. She's an older locomotive. She's a proto, but she runs very, very slow for some reason. Like, even if you turn the power pack full tilt, it's just a slow runner, which is not bad. Sometimes it's a little too slow though, but you know. And this is my username locomotive, the SD14R. You guys are probably saying, yeah, you said it was going to be painted. Yeah, I know I said that. And it's going to get painted eventually. I'm working on my money right now. I'm actually saving up my money. So I'm not buying any more locomotives right now until I get enough money to finish these here. And here's my Jeep 42M. It's got the head-end power installed on it. It's got details West plows on both ends. It's got a custom step guard, custom steps that I made, and I don't know if I showed you guys the motor, but she's powered now, so she's not a dummy anymore. And this particular shell is very hard to get off. I forgot how hard it was to take off. Oh, there we go. She's got a brand new motor in her. That motor came out of a Jeep 60 I had, Jeep 60M. But it works, so. And they both are the same frame practically, so. Actually, I had to mill down the sides here to accommodate the new cab. But that's that unit. And then the next unit is the Jeep 30 PH-2. Still in Tuscan, PRR Tuscan red. Looks pretty good. Just needs to get decaled. It's got the dual head and powered exhaust stacks right here. You guys are able to see it more clearly now because I have the proper lighting. That's the heat extractor, heat extractor vent right there. I custom made that. I added the Leslie honker, firecracker antenna. I need to paint those. She's got the smaller fuel tank, details West plow on the front, details KD couplers on the back. And my next unit is the Jeep 14R, which is the 4-axle version of the SD14R. So let me do this for you. Here's the 6-axle. Here's the 6-axle version. That's the SD14R. Here's the 4-axle version. That's the Jeep 14R. So, yeah. Just wanted to do that for y'all. She's got details West ditch lights. Custom pile headlight that I cut apart a Southern Pacific light and used that. Custom fabricated window. Custom filing and sanding. Brass air horn. Custom horn base. That was custom made by me. She used to be an Illinois Central unit, as you can see. She's got new lights on the rear, Mars lights, I added those. Fuel tank has been milled down. I'm not going to use this chassis. I'm going to keep it as a spare. And then there's a Details West bell right there. And this is my Mantua Jeep 20R, Jeep 20R, or not Jeep 20R, Jeep 20 conversion kit. It used to be, it's powered by a Mishima motor now. Mishima chassis, Mishima motor and a Jeep 35 chassis. This particular chassis is custom milled by A-Line for this conversion kit. There was an article in the 1981 Model Railroad magazine to convert or modify a Athearn Blue Box Jeep 35 chassis so that the Mantua frame or Mantua shell could fit on it, and I actually followed those steps. I put new pilots on the front and rear, KD couplers and boxes. I just need to find a way to mount it to the frame, and there's a way to do that. I'm going to make a piece of I'm going to get a styrene block, and I'm going to put it right here, glue it against the shell, and once I pop the shell on, it's just going to stay there like that so it won't pop off. And she's going to get new horns and everything. And the first locomotive I bought off eBay, which was not custom by me, but it's being custom modified by me, so it's a new creation of my own, is the RS3M. Based off of the Green Bay Western RS20s. My particular version, though, is being repowered by a GE FDL16, or it might be repowered with a GV Evo engine, or GEVO engine. Evo engine, I'm sorry, GEVO. One of those new GE engines that they're making. I think it's called a GEVO. It's going to be either FDL16 or one of those. But it used to be a great runner. I found out it was the decoder that was the problem, not the motor. It had an MRC decoder in it. I don't know how much they go for. And then this was custom patched by my friend Radisson from Montgomery, Alabama. The SD24R, patched from my railroad, and it's number 240, ER&W. She's got a 4-chime air horn. She's got custom weathering on the trucks. Nothing too big. That's my only locomotive that I have in my collection for my railroad patched right now, or my railroad in general anyway. That's an Atlas Classic, Mantua Athearn Blue Box, Proto 2000, Athearn Blue Box, Proto 2000, Proto 2000. This is an Athearn Genesis unit. Started its life out as a Erie Lackawanna SD45-2, owned by Steven8979. His decoder fried in it, and he basically stripped the unit of parts for his other engines, and then I got a hold of it and I turned it into the SD46-3. As you can see, she's basically waiting for 2 major pieces: the railings and the exhaust stack. I got the parts ordered, so I ain't worried about it. But I do need a new chassis for her because this one doesn't have a motor in it, so I priced one. I told you that previously a long time ago, but I wasn't able to buy it at the time. So she's coming together. And then the next unit that I built was the F24C, which is your full cal version of your SD24. So here's your SD. I'll just use this as an example. Your SD24 or SD24R, which is called because it's been rebuilt by the ER&W Railroad, and the full F unit version of the SD24, which is called the F24C. So you got the hood type version, and you got the F unit version. Now the F unit version never existed. This is a completely freelance model, as is the SD46-3, the Jeep 14R, Jeep 30PH-2, Jeep 42M, the SD14R, and the SD7R are all freelanced. So yeah, they never existed. And then the next unit I did was actually my second slug I made, called the RS4B slug. You guys seen this in previous videos. She's not painted yet, but I will get her painted. She's currently got a dummy chassis, but the metal side frames keep shorting out the track, so I'm going to get her a power chassis. Yeah, my slugs to be powered. That's just how I want it to be. I don't like dragging a heavy piece of equipment around and adding locomotives onto the front when this one can contribute to the effort. So that's going to get powered. It's got the air tanks on the roof. It's got 3 fans, blower house, and all that good stuff. And then the next project was the Jeep 40T-2, which never existed, but it's got the GE trucks on it. I forget what they're called. I think they're the HTB trucks. My friend Naveen gave this to me as a birthday present, or early birthday present. Didn't have a front pilot on it. I took a pilot from a scrap shell that I had, saved the plow and everything, filled it with styrene, did all that, did the major modifications to the rear of the unit. I originally was going to turn this into a Jeep 40 Slug, but I said that's just too boring. I mean, you see those on CSX and other railroads, and I said, why not make a Jeep 40T tunnel motor, you know? And it does look similar to a Jeep 15T or a Jeep 15AC, but they're not exactly the same. So, yeah, but they're similar because they have the side radiator grills and everything. And then the next unit I'm still working on, needed a chassis for it, preferably powered, is the GPSL14, or the General Purpose Slug. That's what it's called. She still needs some work. I added a sand filler hatch here. I also added some lights on the rear. These came from the scrap shell that Steven gave me from his Manga Gila Jeep 38-2 that fell off his layout. And then the bottom set is it's an inverted Southern Pacific headlight nose light. I filed it down heavily so it'd be flush with the bulge, or the overhang of the top of the styrene here. So I got 5 headlights on the rear, and I got 2 on the front, but it's going to get ditch lights, and it might get another set up top. ER&W Railroad, that's one of its signature trademarks, is multiple headlights on the front, multiple headlights on the rear of their units. So that's a trademark feature. And then you got the Thrall 40 Gondola, which is a custom car built for the ER&W. In a combination of locomotive parts and a old roundhouse Thrall gondola that I kit bashed. I kit bashed that like 2 or 3 months ago. That was fun. Then we go down here. This is my HD gondola. HD meaning heavy duty. As you can see, it's a 12-wheel gondola, and each end is fully articulated. It's a very heavy car. The center section is Athearn blue box. The end sections are IHC, and the metal frame comes from the IHC rail and tie cars that they make, and then the trucks are Buckeye trucks that come from the Walther's hot metal car kits. I had those cars and I needed the trucks, so I used the trucks off of those to make that car. And as you can see, the ends are New York Central and the middle is Erie, but they're black, so it's cool, it matches. And then this is my another current project, my Metroliner cab car. Still working on it, waiting for parts for it. It still runs great. I like this car a lot. It's gonna get lights in it, maybe some sound in it, I'm not sure yet, but I like that car a lot. I'm gonna make another one soon, hopefully. And then my Shorty Heavyweight. Still need to get the correct height for the couplers and all, and I'm running out of time here. And then this is my mini HD gondola. It's actually a sand gondola, I should say, but the ends pop up. It's got weights in it. I put the weights in myself, but it can haul. It's a pretty heavy car, all custom by me. It's got Athearn flat car parts. I don't know what kit that came from, but it's got the heavy duty trucks on it from Athearn. And then these are my 2 Coke cars here. That one's custom made on an Athearn blue box. That's gonna get KD trucks. Here's this other one. It's not too good. And finally, I want to show you. There's my new cat. His name is T-Max. T-Max. Wake up, buddy. His name's Tiger Max. So just wanted to show you guys that. He's my buddy. Yeah, he's waking up. Yeah, I had another cat. Her name was Dapper, but you know, she's in a better place now. But I just wanted to show you guys my prototype collection, and I wanted to show you my newest little buddy. Okay, so you guys be cool. See you down the line. Peace.